Echo Abrohlos, Echo Abrohlos. Comfortable cruising with Jay and Bronson with stories to tell. Sonia, hold it all together on land. Abrohlos Islands, Abrohlos Islands. 124 Coral Islands. Fishing, snorkeling, crayfishing, beautiful food fresh from the sea. Crayfish every meal, comfort and adventure combined. Batavia shipwreck history. Echo Abrohlos, Echo Abrohlos. Comfortable cruising with Jay and Bronson with stories to tell. Sonia, hold it all together on land. Abrohlos Islands, Abrohlos Islands. 124 Coral Islands. Fishing, snorkeling, crayfishing.
Down past the Munch Shell, way out offshore, and if they're lucky enough, they'll first morph into something else that still looks nothing like crayfish, and they'll catch a currents in. And lucky enough, they'll get in far enough and they'll turn into a crayfish, and that's when they start hiding in the seaweed. So it was took them a very long time for them to work that out. That's why they're so studied to eat. So. And then to the real big one, take 10, maybe 10 or 12 years old. So something like that's probably 6 years old. Yeah, but that includes their 2 years of being something that looks something like a crayfish. You know? So they grow at a reasonable speed. Actually, this size, or we get in trouble. And that basically takes the horse. And we also look for a tar spot there. Male sperm, you'll deposit his sperm there, or eggs. So they have either of those, undersized tar spot, or eggs, you've got to throw them back. Female without eggs.
We will be jumping on the ship for this snorkel and then getting off on the back of the boat to get in the water. So we'll be moored here. Once we start to slow down, I'll get you guys to get all your snorkel gear together, and once we're on the mooring, I'll get you guys all back. We can all just line up, all sitting on the back, putting your fins on, masks on, and then sliding into the water.
Yeah, just a little bit further back first.
Come on guys, come on.
Yeah, come on first.
A little coral atoll. We're about to snorkel around that. 60 kilometres out to sea with a tender to look after us.
Go through the camp? Yeah. Yeah, nice. The beach is growing alright? It's chitty.
Taking on for the bum. Bit of a bump here. It's amazing, guys.
And then kill the animal inside, and then once the animal's dead, it slowly releases its cap, and we can put the meat out. But the way we used to eat them, put them on the barbie with Chestershire sauce and the top, and you fill it up, and when that boils dry, it's done. And then you pick the cap off, boom, get your fork in there, screw it round, pull it out, beautiful. And a little bit chewy.
Didn't have it that way.
Birds in the shrubs, and then birds in the Vesinotes are in the branches, and then the cormorant are on top. They all nest in different places. And what happens when a seagull flies up, because the seagull's nested there as well, and it's like the poultry section at Woolworths. And he flies up, and then all the Vesinotes, all the birds fly up to protect their young. And while they're all flied up, the seagulls come in. And they chew on all the eggs and pick out all the little babies. And so yeah, they're the worst predator we've got over here.
Is above the abductor muscle is the mantle. The mantle is what creates the shell. Like when you look at a clam, that crumply bit on the top of the clam is the mantle. And they grow this shell out of that.
Oh, it's a horse. Hey, well done, Nick.
Big snapper.
I reckon that's a shark, but you can have fun with that.
Fascinating to see what it is. It's might feed the whole boat.
whaler. Sailbay's really triangular fins. One of the fastest sharks. Beautiful fish. Was that fun?
Well done. I don't think I'll go snorkeling, so.
Abrohlos, comfortable cruising with Jay and Bronson with stories to tell. Sonia, hold it all together on land. Abrohlos Islands, Abrohlos Islands. Fishing, snorkeling, crayfishing. Beautiful food, fresh from the sea. Comfort and adventure come by. Batavia shipwreck history. Batavia shipwreck history. Batavia shipwreck history. Batavia shipwreck history.
So anyway, we're gonna 7:45 after breakfast. The June Force is gonna go off and do that thing. Go for all the pots, and we're gonna just zip around here at East Wallaby Island, pull up the mooring, go ashore, walk the length of this little point here, see if we can see any wallabies, any reptiles, and then we'll come back to the beach, and then you can either come for a snorkel, glass bottom, or hang on the beach and go for a beach walk.
Afternoon, ladies and gents. Just reminding you the top deck is open for our top deck cruise. So please make your way up there and enjoy. Oops, we've been.
The Houtman Abrolhos, the Abrohlos Islands, and 22 islands and coral reefs. Indian Ocean off the west coast, 80 kilometers west of Geraldton. It is the west southernmost.
He actually left a note on Traders Island explaining that why he didn't come in and that he was going to come back and help. He was going into the mainland to find water, but he got into the mainland and thought, oh bugger, we'll just keep going.
Only fishermen and a few tourists allowed for day trips.
And he named this Goss Passage through here, and he called it Goss's Beacon Island because the beacon was already here. So that's how he knew the beacon was already here when the fishermen, before the fishermen came. So that was already there. So that had to be built by the Batavia people. No, it hasn't been touched. That's the way.
So that it was built by the Batavia.
That's what they're saying, and this is the beacon that they would have got a fire going, and because when Wendy Hayes lit his fire, they had to light a fire to say that they see the fire and they're coming to get some water. Down 4 bodies that they'd found there, and so we just started asking questions about them, and they said that they did research or forensic tests on the teeth on some of these bodies, and a lot of them weren't even Dutch. They were all different nationalities because obviously they came around the Cape and they pulled in there, and there was a lot of people that didn't like being on a ship and just sort of didn't go back, and so they had to get round up some more crew. So they get all these different crew from all different places. So they had Portuguese, they had all sorts of English, Spanish, different nationalities, and they traded with all these people too. So all the coins just weren't just pieces of 8, the Dutch coins. They had German coins, Spanish, Portuguese, because they traded with everybody.
Habitat. It is the site of numerous shipwrecks. The most famous wreck, Dutch ship, Batavia. Batavia was wrecked in 1629, ended in massacre of over 100 passengers by mutineers. Now a national park to protect this special place. Nick Caudry, Nick Abrohlos, comfortable cruising with Jay and Bronson with stories to tell. Sonia, hold it all together on land. Abrohlos Islands, Abrohlos Islands, 1, 2, 4 Coral Islands. Fishing, snorkeling, crayfishing, beautiful food fresh from the sea. Crayfish every meal, comfort and adventure combined. Batavia shipwreck history.